So we've introduced a lot of security enhancements as well to v1.8, as I'll go through now. So firstly, let's head off towards the admin section, and in the settings, the very first thing we have here is the audit log. So we're storing all the information about deleted, exported or exported data, who did it, the date and time that it was done has been timestamped, and a list of the records that have actually been deleted or exported. So if they were deleted, you'd have the names there, but you wouldn't have access to the record because the record's been deleted. But if they're exported, those records will still remain there, but we at least know who did it, the date and time they did it, as it's timestamped there, and the type of action that was caused, be it an export or a delete. We've also added in the consultant area, we've added or changed the way the passwords are recorded now. So the password information is not stored within the database, and now you can, as a manager, users have to be in control of their passwords. You can set them up for them, but there's no viewing of that password information from their record. We've also got mandatory fields here, so let's have a look at the mandatory fields. Here we've got a list of fields that are stored against contacts and candidates. Let's just filter for candidates at the moment. And if we scroll down and find something like maybe the CV source field, for example, we'll check that. Where's CV source? Let's check that box. So that will be a mandatory field, that a record will be incomplete unless the CV source field's there. You can, if it's a document, you can add some specific criteria there. But let's go to the candidate. You'll see now the CV source field is highlighted in pink, and we get an alert that this is an incomplete record. So if I add something to the CV source field, you'll see the incomplete record information has disappeared. So that's how the incomplete record works. I'll take that off now just for the purposes of this demo. We've got the print and export limits here. So here, as a super user, it's only one particular person that is granted access to this area. This allows you as a business owner to decide on how many records you're going to allow people to print or export. So let's say here we've got candidates. If we change that figure to, let's just do 1. And you can decide as well, this is the maximum amount that's going to trigger off a notification to the super user. So we could say one here. You can also then tick the box at the end to say whether you're going to block it or not. And I'll show you the difference between the two. So we'll go back to a list of candidates. And I'm going to do a search here and try and get a few records. So let's search for account managers, for example. And we've got a list there of 6 records. So now I'm going to do one of these processes. Let's choose export. So we're going to export this information. Would you like to export the data? So if I say OK, it'll say this feature has been restricted, so please contact your manager. So basically, we have not allowed anyone to export more than 1 record here, and it's been blocked. As you can see, the checkbox is ticked saying blocked. So the super user will now have a notification saying that someone has tried to do something. Let's unblock it and do the same process again. So this will allow them to print but still send the notification. So let's actually go through and do that. So we'll run through now and we'll do, let's run through the export here. So we'll do the same thing as we did before. We're going to export this data. This time it will allow me to export it. So the information has actually been exported. The notification will have been sent to the user. So if I open up my email package now, well, we can see there that's the information that was exported. So it loads a spreadsheet. Let's go back to our emails, and we'll see that we've got a couple of notifications there. The first one saying that this user has exported, Carl has exported 6 candidates. It's got a date and time, when I did it, what table it was from, recorded there, and also we've got the one before where it was completely restricted. So I will get the notification as the super user from this whether you are allowing the process to happen or not.